Hi, Aries Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Pim Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of lovely Aries. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck. And I will be clarifying those cards with the Egyptian Tarot deck. I've already pre-shuffled both decks. I'm going to shuffle the first deck just a couple more times here. We have celebration, y'all. All right, your reading's done. Psych. Just playing. And it still wanted to stay there. So congratulations to all of you who are in this mode right here of celebration. Celebrating yourself, celebrating life, your successes, your stardom. Look at this. Good for y'all. Bringing sexy back. For reals. I'll do one more here. That was the 3 of Cups. That's water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Fucus, and Pisces. With the 3 energy, that is also Empress energy that I'm picking up on. That card did come out and wanted to make itself known while I was doing your shuffle before starting this reading here. The Empress being all 4 queens, and it is not gender specific, but being very strong in your power, sitting pretty. Magician energy there too as well, having mastered that, and the High Priestess energy, where those energies come before the Empress energy and the major arcana of the manifestation cycle. Also, to follow the Empress is the Emperor card, which is the card of 4. 4 is having to do with stability. But with the 3 energy, I'm getting collaboration. And then the 4 energy tying with that counterpart energy, that coming together. So you may be connecting with someone, or someone is making an entrance in your world, if you so allow it. Your past card. Let's put this all the way back. So this is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, this energy, I'm getting 2 different situations here where on the outside of you, you may have experienced this energy of stealing, someone being sneaky, someone who's in a betraying energy, who is at a win-at-all-cost type energy with the 5 of Swords here, but very messy and not very good at this stealing energy that they have made the choice to get themselves involved here in here. As I'm seeing the 2 of Swords here, and they're carrying these 5 swords here, leaving these 2 swords here behind. Eyes closed, not necessarily looking and seeing where they're going. So this could be a very sleepy person. 7 energy, I feel this person was brought along your path, or people brought along your path in order to help you to progress and get you to that wonderful 3 of Cups energy that you are in and will continue to be in, especially with this energy behind you here. This is also Libra energy, so this could be a Libra energy. Overall, with that 7 energy and the Libra energy, I'm getting that balance being very important to you, and you taking ownership of yourself and your life and your power, taking your power back and away from this particular individual who may have attempted to take something from you or steal or be sneaky about something. Venus being the ruler of Libra here too as well. So that tie and that connection there, I feel that just kind of speaking to individuals being brought along one another's path in order to help each other. You being a part of this person's life here to lay, you know, some boundaries here so that whatever this energy is here in the 7 of Swords comes to an end, and you've put this to a close with this being your past card. Swords energy is your polarity energy. Speaking of Libra, that being your polarity energy here too. And before I move on, I do want to say that we are in a spotlight series where Pisces Moon is the focus here. Some of you who've seen the bonus reading may be wondering why this continues to pop up. You may have Piscean energy where you're cusping, or you just may have strong Pisces in your chart. Also, with the Libra, reading. One of the Libra readings that I just did, it wasn't the last one. I believe it was the one before. It was titled I'm in Love with the Pisces. And it might have been the last. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But one of it was either the last reading or the one before that for the Libras. The title was I'm in Love with the Pisces. And so with your polarity energy, it's very possible that you have this Piscean energy within yourself and have had this connection with the Libra where they've had this sneakiness. Again, lower vibrational behavior overall here. But this is definitely in your past here. And with that 7 energy, you being on the right path. The other situation that I was getting from this card. Oh, and before I move on, again, getting back to Pisces moons and the focus being on them, the spotlight being on Piscean energy, the whole design for that is so that we can all get to know one another better, and to get a greater understanding of the energy that is within us, but then also too for those who have Pisces moons in their chart. And in doing so, I feel that as we continue to learn about one another on a consistent basis, and not to be forgotten about, you know, as we have that intel that's been given to us, it helps to complete, I feel, the inner Pisces within us, and help us to come into greater completion here too as well. So we're going to do that for Pisces moon for this series here, where this is going to be the focus. And in the description box, I'm going to leave the same information that I left in the Pisces moon reading that I just did, where if you want to, I do encourage you to read on that information. It gives the definition and then a great description on Pisces moons and what they're all about. Beautiful fishies. So getting back to this reading here, with that being said, I do feel that some of you are connecting very strongly to the Piscean energy that's in your chart, where you may have been taken from, where you have been disregarded, where you've been disrespected, had your weakness, or taken, excuse me, had your kindness taken for weakness here. Yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on this card either. Let's go ahead and we'll see what we have for your present energy here too. And this, again, the stealing energy, I'm getting Jupiter energy here with the yellow energy. And that having to do with abundance. Your second card, your present card, is another 7. 7 of Pentacles. This being Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So what I'm getting with this energy here is that this is more of a material effort and gain that you have built with the swords here, and that gold energy kind of matching this pentacle energy. Someone reading someone's mind, tapping in to someone else's energy, and making claim on their thoughts, making claim on their ideas. That has everything to do with one's abundance, everything that one has been working on. And I do feel that this is you. I do feel that this is you. And it's almost like a 3 of Wands energy here that I'm getting, where you're waiting for your ships to come in. But with the 7 energy, I feel that this is spirit letting you know that you're on the right path. I did channel for your title the question, did you keep going? Because trusting in what it is that you have been doing and the investments that you have made is going to provide great abundance for you. I feel that a lot of you have come into some great things here. And I feel that with society and the way that things have been built over the last decade or so, maybe the last 3 decades, everything's like a quick fix. And this is why I miss the 80s, because everyone took their time. We had rotary dial phones. Everything wasn't so quick to to be accessed. Like, even if you called someone, it was rare for anyone. If you had a voice machine, then that meant, you know, you were really doing something. But not everybody had voice machines back then either. And so, you know, people had to take their time in order, if they wanted to reach you, and they couldn't reach you by phone, there was no email. And they would just take the time to call you back at another time when it was more convenient. And things were also set that way. Like, businesses were set that way too. And so everything just took, it was given a little bit more priming and a little bit more time and patience and care and consideration. And I do feel that this is kind of what that energy here is within you. And the overall message from Spirit saying, from what I just gave you about decades ago, and that energy, know that what you're putting in, you're going to get out for sure. I do feel that there is an Ace of Pentacles here that has been highly and heavily protected. But it's also being plucked here for you to be able to not so much focus on what it is you may have felt like you have invested in and put all your time and energy into, but the new opportunity that's here where you can put all this energy that you're focusing on, these not, you know, growing as quick as you want them to, into this one pentacle here so that it can grow to even more of these pentacles here. Your stability being very important, especially your finances. And I do feel for a lot of you too that you may have just been watching this behavior, having a knowing about this, but taking care of it in a way that you're protecting what it is that you have and what you were able to maintain, as anything that may feel stolen or may feel lost, it never really was yours to begin with. And so I do feel that it's almost like seeing your glass half full rather than half empty, and realizing what it is that you do have and what you're able to build upon, having learned from the past and what you have experienced, and taking that time and that energy and now putting that investment into this ace here that's ready for you. 7-7, and we shall see what we have for your future card here. The 5's coming out very strongly here too, where I'm getting these standing for the energy of change. That also being the energy of 5th house Leo, being a fire sign. So that could be significant for you. But then these 2's representing Gemini energy. So it's possible too that for some of you, you may be experiencing shadow energy, where the person you've connected to, you have similarities within your chart where you're designed to come together to help one another to work through those traits. Where I do feel that if this person did have Gemini in their chart, it was on a lower vibrational Gemini energy here, where we do have that twin energy capable of, you know, being that good twin versus, you know, a bad twin. And I don't like saying that, but it's just to put light, we should say light side or shadow side, because there's no good or a bad when it all comes down to it. It's all about choices. And just this energy here with this Gemini energy, just making the better choice to stay on the high ground and the level of integrity here. Seeing the purple here, these purple heels here, that giving me the energy of the third eye and the crown chakra. And I feel it's like focusing on this energy and what you've already invested is taking away, again, from the energy that you could be putting into the energy that you have here present right now with this Ace of Pentacles. But then also taking the time to kind of breathe in what is all around you here. This nice crisp air, taking it all in, the view all around you, and not just focusing on this energy here. Well, we do have 6 of Pentacles where you were possibly breadcrumb. This being a part of that 7 of Swords energy there. Or I'm getting 2 with the stealing energy, you looking over some things. I feel that energy of Virgo energy, paying attention to the details coming through here. And I do feel with the Piscean energy being in the spotlight, Pisces moons being in the spotlight, that energy assisting with all of these signs together to help us to see both Piscean energy and Virgo energy, where Virgo is the polarity of Pisces. So paying attention to what it is that you built, where some of you may be looking like, I know I've done way more than this. Why does it look just like, why is it just this here when it should be like way more? And then we have this energy here that is definitely most definitely behind you here. And so you may be discovering that you are missing some items here, or some money, or some property. Take what resonates. And again, anything that's lost, or one may feel like they have had stolen from them, this too shall pass and the same shall return. And just know that Spirit has your back. So if anything was taken, what's going to be returned to you is going to be in a greater amount of abundance here. And that's what I was getting here from this Ace of Pentacles. Putting your investment into what it is that you now do have at your feet, and taking that and turning that, learning from past situations here so that we're not repeating the same situations here, getting ourselves involved with the same energies, because you're leveling up and you're on the right path. Your future card. We have his Judgment. Wow. Wow. All right. So it just pretty much is saying that anyone that has been messing with you, this energy here, we're reaping what we're sowing. And just as I said, you know, if you have been doing the work and the investment, Spirit has definitely seen everything that you have done and all the hard work that you have put in. And also the Seven of Swords that may have been doing this behind your back, undercover, because this is like it's like a man in the bushes type energy, where they've been in the bushes, kind of creeping and lurking, finding things that weren't theirs, putting their hands on things that weren't theirs and taking it, and attempting to move away from that energy and feeling like they may have won something or gotten away with something. But this, again, being very messy here, leaving these two swords behind here. And I feel these are two swords of truth here. Not being very good at what it is that they're doing here. And again, eyes closed. Not seeing where they're going. Not thinking about what it is that they're doing or the consequences, because we have the Judgment card here. This, again, being about reaping what one has been sowing. An awakening energy. That I feel, and what I'm hearing is it's especially going to come in pretty hardcore for those that have not been walking the path of integrity or making the necessary choices in order to make greater change for themselves. We have 2 10s here. With those 2 10s, I'm getting overall just some endings, where there may be an ending to this and then an ending to this. An ending to the Seven of Swords energy overall. You've put this in the past. And then an ending to you putting an investment and not having a knowing, but you learning from this and taking this Ace of Pentacles and then making that into something fantastic, just as you did here, but having a greater wisdom where you're able to pay more attention to the details here and be wary, but also, you know, with the elevation of yourself, putting yourself in surroundings where you're going to be with like-minded individuals here who are going to respect you, who also put in hard work and believe, you know, what you put in is what you get out, and they're being very fair. A very fair energy is what I feel you're being met up with this Judgment card coming out. It's a card of 20. With this being 20 in the major arcana, this is right before the World card, and that World card speaking to completion and ending of a major cycle. But the impact of what is coming in, I feel it's going to be overall very fair and just for one here too as well. Those 10s also could be standing for the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Given that there is no cups here, but then we have 7 pentacles here, where you've been doing so much work here and waiting and, you know, wanting to see your investment pay off here. I do feel with this ace and that coming down to that overall new beginning energy, where it has nothing to do with the past, is where that big, huge blossom of what you put in here, connected to this person, no longer connected to this person, putting in what you've put in here now, is going to completely magnify from what it is you've already done. So just trust the process is what I'm hearing. Trust the process. And we do have a 7-7 and an overall energy of 2. So 277, 722, you may be seeing those numbers in that combination. This may be, you know, your sign here. 22, 227, 777, 222, any of those numbers. And then 1010, especially if you see 1010, I feel that speaking to the compact energy that's taking place here by Spirit to move you into greater seeing what it is you've already put in and now wanting to see the best for you here, knowing that you could do wonderful, magnificent, and great things with this pentacle here. But judgment coming in, most definitely. All right, so I'm going to leave this up here. We may turn this over and see what's on the bottom. I'm going to leave that right there just so we can see. Let's clarify. With the Egyptian Tarot, we'll clarify the 7 of Swords. And I'm looking at the clock. It says 17:22. Super cool. All right, so we'll leave this over here to the side. Let's see what we have here. And this has been coming out. Oh my goodness. I feel that there's been a misrepresentation of Leo energy. That Leo energy that I caught here from the 5 energy, where we're on the upside of things, I feel, with your energy, and this being on that downside energy, that light shadow energy that was coming through, and the misrepresentation of what a true King of Wands is, where a King of Wands is one who wants to build and build on sturdy, sound foundation, the importance of that, being that King of Wands. And this is your energy, that fire energy, and also the one of the energies of the Emperor, as all 4 kings in the deck make up the Emperor energy. So with the King of Wands being in reverse here, I feel that there's someone here that you were connected to who had the opportunity to be in great leadership here and to build on, you know, a stable foundation, having a nice start here, but making the choices that they're making here with the 7 of Swords. It's kind of turning this energy from upright into upside down here. So this energy may be feeling a little upside down here with all that they have going on for themselves, because you're no longer connected to this energy here. This is in your past. But we have a past energy here of a King of Wands in reverse. Someone also too, I feel, is a coward, because it's the opposite of courageous. And one who is brave, one who has the best interest for everyone involved, especially their own collaborative team. Not having the best interest for everyone involved, doing anything at all costs in order to gain, when they're not really gaining, they're only hurting themselves. You know, and this may have hurt you in a particular way here, but I feel that you're more focused on what it is that you've been building, able to heal from that and stay on your path. But a misrepresentation of what a King of Wands is. Someone who is also loved heavily. Seen and appreciated. And I just feel that that's not the case here. And more of this is coming to light. That sunlight energy being that energy here too with the yellow. But then also solar plexus energy, where all the yellow's outside of them and not necessarily within them. So having a lack of self-worth, self-confidence, but somehow being given this opportunity in this position where I felt they could have grown into this, had, you know, if they weren't as confident when they were offered this position. But again, doing this 7 of Swords here has placed them in a King of Wands reverse. So you were dealing with someone who was coming off a certain way and misrepresenting that totally and completely. Not being the true leader that they were asked to be or were designed to be. Because we all have that greatness within us. It comes back down to the choices that we make. And realizing too, I feel when it's too late, that they don't have to do that stuff, that everyone is meant to have something for themselves here in this lifetime. So if you're, you know, attempting to take from others something that's not yours, it's going to be returned to that person, whether you give it back or not, you know, whether this person gives it back or not. And then with what one thought they gained, it's not going to benefit because it's not it's not designed for them. It's not meant for their spirit, for their soul, for their purpose. None of that. So that being here with this King of Wands in reverse. And I feel you have, you know, kind of turned that around here, seeing the staff here, even though this is a digging tool here. And with that being connected and so close to this Ace of Pentacles, I do feel that it's, you know, a calling here to use your creativity, put your fire into what it is that you do have, and get booming here on this Ace of Pentacles here, if you haven't already. All right, so let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so this one we have is the Ace of Cups. And this was in reverse. With that energy where I got that there's no cups energy here. And the focus has been so much on the Six of Pentacles and what one may have felt like they were losing. I feel that that energy, this energy is just speaking to you filling up your own cup here and not so much focusing. This just confirming what I was getting from this overall energy of the Seven of Pentacles. So taking the time to stop focusing on this, taking some breaths, breathing in this wonderful, crisp, fresh air that you have around you, continuing to stay grounded, but then also taking a look around you, taking a look around. And I don't see any water that's present. The only energy of water that I'm getting is from the blue, possibly, that's in the clothing here. And that's giving me more throat chakra energy. So there's, you know, there's a lack of water. So some of you may be dehydrated here too as well. And then I feel like, you know, that's where our wonderful Pisces moons are coming in magically to just kind of say, hey, you know, that love that you have for yourself, make sure you are keeping that cup filled. This being a part of the lesson, I feel, from the Seven of Swords here, is making sure that any investment that you make moving forward, taking that fire action from within yourself and loving yourself and knowing that as you move forward, what you're doing starts with you and you first and not other people, where you're relying and trusting more on people outside of you rather than what is within you. This being that energy that is within you, that one Ace of Cup here, that wonderful, large, huge cup here. That as you fill this up, it will continue to overflow and continue to nourish what it is that you've been wanting to, the seeds you've been planting and what you've been wanting to grow. This being the importance I feel here for this Ace of Pentacles here, is this cup. And this cup being in reverse. Just a message that it's important to fill up your own cup first and to keep doing that and to make sure you keep doing that, which can be easy to get away from with your fire energy, with your very strong fire energy, Aries moons. So incorporating that water into your life. And I do feel with that hydration message that came through, where if you're not drinking enough water, I feel that as you are replenishing yourself with that water on the inside, it's just going to enhance your vibe. It's going to totally enhance your vibe and help you to move greater into this Ace of Pentacles, taking your focus away from breadcrumbing energy in the Six of Pentacles, where I feel you may have felt also too like you were losing the energy of balance, you know, that being important, and not being about equal give and take, and you just having too much focus on that. But you give that equal give and take to yourself, this Ace of Cup energy. And again, that overflow is going to continue to nourish what it is that you have been planting and what you've been growing. All right, so let's clarify the Judgment card here. And before I move on to, when I channeled the Ten of Cups energy from one of these tens here, that breaking down to that one, that being about two completely new beginnings that are coming in for you. And then, you know, that being a different energy for this energy here, because we do reap what we sow here. And that turning in that Ten of Cups, breaking down to the one, being this important Ace of Cup energy here. As you move forward and move forward successfully. All right, to clarify the Judgment card. I love this song too. I love songs. I love music. Maybe music is something I feel that if you've gotten away from it, find some good music for yourself too while you're outside. And just let it marinate. Go by some water. Be by the water. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's see. We'll take both of those. I feel this is pertaining to those two tens. We'll take these. So let's see what we have. Well, looky there. Looky there. All right, so we have your energy here. And then I do feel that this is speaking to this energy here. But then this being definitely your energy that I was picking up on, but the counterpart energy that's coming in. So whatever you're resonating with as far as the Empress and Emperor energy, we do have the Emperor here, where I feel there's strong representation by you of what a true Emperor is. That being the counterpart of the Empress, and that just simply speaking to the balance as within yourself when it comes to masculine, feminine, and divine energy. But I do feel that for a lot of you, the fruits of your labor coming in, you're going to have a wonderful match here of an Emperor energy coming towards you here that sees you for who you are, that sees the investment that you have put in and wants to help you and assist you. It could also be to this Wand energy that I was picking up on. And that being a part of a new start here too as well with the Ace of Wand energy, and someone possibly with you transmuting this energy, you being met with an Ace of Wand offer here, seeing that energy there. Or I am getting that being kind of an offer here by this Emperor here. This Emperor may be a dancer, someone who likes to dance, someone who's looking very much forward to the future here. And we do have this in your future energy here, so that's great. The importance of stability here, again, with that 4 energy. And the 2 and the 2 together here, that transmutation, coming together to make a 4 of swords, healing. And then the overall 4 energy of stability, but also 4th house energy of Cancer energy, where one is protecting what it is that they have here. Protecting by being in this wonderful Ace of Cups at all times, moving forward, making sure that you fill up your own cup. But then also unconditional love, warmth, nurturance. I feel it's about being comfortable, being very comfortable while sitting on one's throne, but still maintaining that wonderful high level of fire energy that's able to be used to be able to put action into what it is that you are looking forward to. But then also I feel that person outside of you here too, being in that position there too as well. Getting to this energy, we have the Knave of Swords. And this is in reverse. So with this, I do feel that this is speaking to what's coming in, where this person may be spying on you, and watching you watch what it is that you put in, knowing what they've done here, and no longer being in this position of spying, because they have a judgment call coming in for themselves where they're going to be quite busy working on what it is that they need to work on, and no longer putting their interest or business, or possibly copying. I'm getting copying with that stealing there too. And I feel like that's coming from that mind reading energy where someone was able to tap in and read your thoughts, read your minds, your ideas, or take ideas and write them down as their own. And this being a sword of truth here, where with this being in reverse, it being a total lie here and not the truth. Judgment coming in on this here. Overall, too, what I'm getting for another scenario is that this could be an Emperor energy as well, but misrepresenting that here by being this King of Wands reverse. The Emperor also has the reputation of being one who's very stubborn and not willing to take action, but I'm not getting that here. I'm getting this being something completely new with the Ace energy there. And then this 5 energy, another 5 here, standing to the change that is coming in. Change, change. Where you've experienced a lower vibrational 5 here, have made the change for yourself by learning from, you know, these past experiences and people. Filling your own cup, creating a new, and judgment coming in to help you here because of the work that you've been doing and what you're going to continue to do. But this being that new, the other side of the change here, the other side of the game. That might be the title. What you gonna do when it comes for you? Work ain't nothing but it pays the bills. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yes. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles stability here. This being very important as a sound foundation. Someone seeing you and what you have built. This is that message from Divine letting you know that 7 of Pentacles, just as I said before, what you put into this energy before, leave that be. Nothing's been taken from you. It's all a part of the design here. Put that energy into what it is you have now. And this is what you get. This is what you get. Because you are it. And you have to know it within yourself in order to strive for it and achieve, believe to achieve. Keep going. Keep going. Because you're doing great. You're doing great. Let's put this over here. We're going to move these over just a little bit more. Yeah, just keep working hard. You got this. You have got this. It just takes some good water. Stock up on water. I know for myself personally, at the beginning of my spiritual journey, learning about the importance of water and staying hydrated, just what that meant. And I do have, you know, I document a lot, especially since I began my spiritual path back in 2018. And there was one specific instance where I had probably about 5 or 6 gallons of water that I had drank in just like, I'd say 2 or 3 days. And it just felt right. I feel with ascension levels and the way that it can be wavy at certain times, there'll be times where you need lots of water, and then there'll be times where you feel like you don't need any water. And so I feel it's important to, again, have that steady level of maintaining your own cup. And then I feel with that level of balance, you're going to be able to know when it's teeter-tottering and adjust accordingly so that you're able to continue and maintain and take good care of yourself. 10 of Pentacles here for you because you've earned it. You've worked hard for it. And despite what anyone has tried to do to interfere with that, it's rightfully yours. Judgment card letting us know that here. Let's see what's on the bottom of the Egyptian Tarot. And this wanted to pop out too. Energy of 13 here with the fucus. So that could be significant. 10 of Swords. This is an ending here of ultimate betrayal. And if you notice, the 7 and the 3 of Swords here makes this 10 of Swords here. So a lot of sword energy that you had to deal with that was very painful. 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. This came out in the Aquarius reading, the Aquarius Moon reading that I just did. Not in this particular order, but this a very similar energy here. And so I feel with this underlying energy, overall with what has been experienced here, is the 3 of Swords energy, where there's, you know, been some third-party energy, or just 3 instances of major falseness. We do have this King of Wands in reverse, but a lot of hurt, betrayal, backstabbing, possibly, you know, someone keeping you in a situation that you had no clue about, and you discovering this with it having to do with another person here too, or another situation. But this being very painful. Very, very painful here with this 10 of Swords. This is coming to an ending here. Transmuting this energy overall and bringing in this 10 of Pentacles. Because we've had enough of this 3 of Swords energy. Enough of the Swords energy on the lower vibe here. We're moving into higher vibration here. And you're being, again, met up with an Emperor energy because of the Emperor energy that you have within yourself. It's just a matter of that movement, putting that fire into what it is that you have currently. And, you know, healing from this energy. Not just, you know, because it's not easy to just say, okay, I'm done with it and then move on. You know, it's about taking that time, if you are focused on that, realizing what it is that you have done, how special you are, what you can do and what you can do again if need be. And I feel that that's this Ace of Pentacles, if need be. Need be. Fill that cup up, boo. You got a 10 of Pentacles here for you. All right. So, Aries Moons, this was your wonderful reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, and empowering for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. And until we meet again, take great care. I love you. Peace.